Well, hello gamers. We're back yet again for another XDHunt Plus tournament race. I'm Dante, and joining me today is Clear Mouse. How you doing, Clear Mouse?
Yo, Dante, Happy New Year! What better way to kind of kick off the early days with some good old-fashioned XDHunt Plus. I see we got a lot of years in the file names.
A lot of years, yes. 84, maybe
Old.
85. I'm a good old 86. Andy's a youngin.
Okay. That's
we'll
why
say
he thinks.
he's a
That's why it's
youngin.
only 3 old men. I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, something along those lines.
Yeah, but yeah, happy 2026. Yeah, we're ready to go. This is winners bracket, as you said, round 3. These guys have beaten at least one other opponent, maybe a little bit, maybe 2, depending on, I forgot where they were in the bracket. But yeah, they're still undefeated, of course, until today. One of them
Till today.
will unfortunately be
What if
knocked
they
down
tie?
to the losers bracket. Oh no. That's a great question. We will get the when we get top admins on the case in case they tie.
Gotcha. Well, we are off to the races. We are starting together and grabbing
We
some
are starting
bombs.
together, yes, in Link's house, no less. Maybe a little bit surprised to actually see that. I know Sang Start tends to be a bit more popular, but with Mike and Andy, maybe great minds think a great 1984 minds think alike.
Well, they're not thinking alike already anymore, as they have diverted already. We do find the library, so that'll be something of note to keep an eye on. But also, CG Aura, thank you for that sub to the channel. Really appreciate it. And let's see. Well, the bomb shop already. I'm going to be tracking entrances for a long time. Hera and Eastern gonna. So here's something to keep in mind, up chat. This is a follower shuffle. So the big red bomb is not guaranteed to be there. It could be, as Mike pulls a bow from Sank, but it could also be like the Thieves Town Maiden locked behind a 5/6 crystal, which you would need to beat Thieves Town. So there's a lot of things that can go kind of sideways and wild in this seed.
Oh yeah. Should be a lot of fun. That's one of the creative quirks, I would say, about this mode. Gets to really exercise some of the features that Codeman was very generous in order to actually put in the overworld branch for Door Rando. By the way, Andy also found some very nice resources. So I think it's tier 1 free pull, 80 rupees, and then also the guards are in the magic prize pack. So already you can see we've got some full magic ready to go for whenever we end up finding something to use this with.
Yes.
Oh, we have Stank at CAC too. Oh my gosh. These are such nice starting points.
Another thing to keep in mind that's kind of out there, as you saw, Mike dropped into back of escape, and well, you know, it was not the normal back of escape. There were some key doors where there's usually none and or bombs. That is one of the features of the mode, random doors. So they could be shutter doors, big key doors, small key doors. You never know.
Yeah, that one I believe should be squarely like credit given to Jem. He was the one who initially kind of came up with this idea. The YAML, sometimes it's better to not look under the hood. It is a lot of lines of text, but yeah, as Dante kind of described, there is this like random setting that you could take advantage of, where instead of let's say a small key door, big key door can be really bomb doors, shutter doors, a lot of fun. And it can also lead to some maybe a bit uncertainty, right? Because normally, like, there's 6 small keys to pod. You know where the key doors are. You could just go to Harmless Hellway for free because the door could just be open, right?
Do you find back in the desert here on Mike's side?
Oh,
he has
no,
made his way to the mountain. Andy I'm gonna say Andy's rusty. Bro literally traveled back today and is absolutely cooked at this point.
It was a very bullied Ropa, somewhat disgruntled, right? Maybe also because he didn't want it to be 2026 yet. But yeah, that's kind of what got Andy. But he did find a way to Dark World, for what it's worth, right? There was a connector that led him over there. Maybe he didn't want to do any more pug walking. So Andy's gonna retrace how Mike stopped.
No more bunny pugs walking.
Yeah.
We find Hype Cave, and Mike has enough bombs to do it. Love to see this. That is going to be 5 items: a bottle, a sword. Ooh, baby!
Oh my gosh, a sword. The swords are a rarity, and
a glove too.
Holy
okay,
cow.
as well as $70. Love to have a little bit of cheddar on hand.
Okay. Andy, on the other hand, has the one arrow that he could use with the bow.
He's doing great with that one arrow.
Yes. Yeah, but yeah, like you may not necessarily appreciate the sword in this particular seed because Mike gets it so early. Though, but we've seen many a seed where people have gone with no swords for probably over an hour, hour and a half, and it can be kind of painful. Maybe more welcome on this channel, Dante. You know, for reasons.
I mean, there's always the content. We can hope.
That's true. Yeah. The other one is, I would say, because in this case some of the doors are now shuffled, right? They can be bomb doors, both like the bonkable bombs and like the regular bomb doors. The bombs now actually have a lot more pressure because, yeah, you stumble across a dungeon and now you can't get in because it's not a key door locked anymore, right? Now it's bombs and you're just like, I don't have any bombs. What do I do? Where do I go find bombs? And suddenly they're just, become pretty tight. Mike, interestingly enough, not gonna go buy some bombs. Maybe he thinks that 2 is gonna be enough for him for the time being.
You know, he's gonna get some money here. It might change his mind. May not though. Andy's got a little bit of a
rupee or blue rupee behind.
Sometimes if you miss it, it's not worth the time investment to go back. It's more frames than it is rupees, so we don't care. But heart piece at the bottle vendor. Mike going to be heading to the snitch house left, finds Mimic Cave. Going to need to come back here with a hammer. Andy, meanwhile, finding the good old right side of Turtle Rock down here. What is the normal Flute Spot 5? It may not be today, though.
Yeah, that's an excellent point. It is another one of the nice features. Newly introduced for CrossKey XDHunt Plus is Flute Shuffle, and it's random Flute Shuffle, not like balanced or anything like that.
Look at the sync we have here.
Oh my gosh, 300, and it's a vanilla 300 rupees.
Andy bonking there. Not even muffin stashing.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed. But luckily we could kind of catch our breath for a minute. We do have Sick Kid a bottle for him, and he's going to give us a big key. Is that a normal one? It is. That's the GT. We could see, the legends have told of a castle tower big key. We may see one of those today.
Oh, yeah. Did we actually catch the intro for any of these guys?
I did not look for it. I'm not sure if they did. I was too busy setting up because I was a late man to get everything rolling and cooking. But Mike has found a connector. He's going to get $5 up here if he chooses to grab it. He does not. He's walking on out. So we're not going to go down the bottom or bomb jump across. Neither of those seem to be something he is interested in. Andy finds it, decides to walk back out.
Yeah, not even going to scout this case. Now, he may end up probably taking the connector for... like at the very end. Yeah, maybe, exactly, because maybe want to see what else is in CAC before he kind of makes that little bit stronger commitment. Ends up finding Hookshot Cave at the tavern, so we can get through. We do have enough bombs to be able to bomb from the back, because we do need 2 of them, so that's gonna be another option. Yeah,
Mike gonna be finding that connector Andy found. That's the other end of Hookshot Cave, as we see down in library, so that's kind of a moot point. Mike finding out he's in the pod area, going to save and quit and not worry about it. Paradox lower for Andy down here at race game right. That could be useful with a mirror for a sequence break. And a big key on the ledge.
Okay, all right. Good scout. People have been, let's say, punished for not scouting Maze Race in entrance types mode, so always good to get good knowledge. Now, it's not maybe necessarily something that you're going to go... Nice flippers on Laser Bridge, by the way. That you're necessarily going to go... connector hunting for, but it is good knowledge to have. It's okay. We didn't expect to be paused there for so long because there was a bomb door waiting to explode.
There is, yeah. 7 keys for Turtle Rock. The small keys can be different, we'll call it. They can kind of be all over the place. Andy gonna take a death here, laughing about it. He did get a moon pearl though with 1 chest to go.
Very interesting pearl. So in the Doors branch and Overworld branch, so kind of unlike the VTORP initial rando versions, there is no such thing as advanced logic. Like, you are not expected in entrance to do 3 hard well, potentially bootless laser skips, right? So you do need the cape, Burna, or a mirror shield in order to get that. So kind of curious to see in this case where the invincibility items are.
Andy getting a little bit of information there. Saw a bomb door where there's normally a key door, as Mike gets $100 from that pokey. But yeah, that will potentially save him a little bit. Knows at most he only needs 2 keys, I think. It could be less. I'm not sure exactly how the algorithm works with that, as far as like which doors can be randomized.
Yeah, that's definitely a Jaguar Telethar question. But you're right though. Like the last 2 doors though could be it can be a big key door or a small key door. I mean, it can also be like a bomb door. So yeah, but the danger is that you get all the way over there like with Samaria, and then you don't have the big key, or you don't have a small key or something in order to get to Tridex.
Andy right, well, falling.
We're gonna yeah, we're just gonna
staying in logic.
Yeah, exactly. Staying in. That's what we do here in these types of modes.
And Mike is in. Gets $5 for it in the chomp room. Oh, Andy, okay.
Oh, that was so scary. Oh my gosh,
his friends.
It's like out of the frying pan into the fryer. Oh my gosh. All right, the most anxiety-inducing screen of the game. Andy using a little bit of game knowledge, probably from Enemizer, enemy drop.
Yes.
There is back here.
So yeah, that if there's a shutter door like that, and it's a room that has a way to open another, like vanilla, we'll say, shutter door, I'm under the impression that it will open the other one, as Mike is now on Laser Bridge, has his Moon Pearl. See a big key door just to check the torch. You love and hate to see it, but we're going to be able to get the map chest here. Andy going to be able to bomb that open and save a key. So now in his mind, to full clear here, he only needs 3 small keys. Mike, meanwhile, utilizing his fairy. I'm sure that was not intended, but that's okay.
All right. Well, Andy's got a bottle with a bee, so he'll also have Sick Kid available once he gets.
Right side desert going to give us a small key. That's the Hyrule Castle. What else are we going to have? $20. So 3 out of 9 checks done. I think Andy's going to attempt to take an exit out of here. But Mike now headed on up to the woods. Andy going out desert middle. And we are in Dark World. We have a Moon Pearl.
Yeah. All the you definitely really look forward to it as a player. Dark World, 3 hearts, nothing to defend yourself with, really.
Absolutely nothing.
All right, Mike, though, finding Skullwood's second section. So easiest room in the game in order to get back there. We do see that if you want the free big magic refill, the door is just already open for him. No need to bomb it open. Ooh, Andy, though, finding the first castle tower key, always very useful. Now, part of the goal, of course, for those of you who necessarily as familiar with XDHunt Plus, it is 10 out of 12 dungeons. The way that it works is that you can beat, so there's the 3 Light World dungeons, the 7 Dark World dungeons, and then Castle Tower, and then Ganon's Tower. So if you can beat 10 of those dungeons, you get to win the game and go beat Ganon. So, Castle Tower, and as you mentioned before, we'll see in this case if either of these guys ever does a menu. We'll see if we also need the Castle Tower big key in order to get to Ganon. Always really fun in order to see a big key there. Andy. So scary.
Andy is still getting hit quite a bit. Mike bombing the door to get in there. And he is stuck in here, but that is going to give us a chest here. We see the Skullwoods is the blue pendant as well as pulling the cape. We could get in. Oh, that's a key door, but we'll probably get to save that one. Andy finds Mire Shed, and it's of no consequence.
Look at that. Using the bow. What a gamer. We don't have anything else to use on Andy's side. He hasn't found his way up to the mountain yet, so he doesn't have any luxury, convenience as what Mike is doing, right? Being able to dash through bushes, being able to defend himself, being able to kill things conveniently.
It's true.
Right, yeah, Mike though, he does have a lot of cash. Zor is in logic for what it's worth because we did find the glove early. However, Mike is lacking some bombs. Hopefully he'll be able to find a bomb shop soon.
He'll be fine. That's the phrase. We'll be fine. Right. No worries.
Okay. All right. We also found Ganon today. It is at the sanctuary location. So whenever we go finish up 10 more dungeons, we can go back. Oh, Andy. Okay. We're gonna show off some great bow usage again with mini.
Show off's a potential word to use for this. Bomb usage too. We're showing off all over. Yes.
Might have a bit more of a success with the bow, but it is some consumables. Right, maybe Andy will be just as fortunate with this 5-item cave that Hype Cave was for Mike. Ooh, all right, okay, we got an activated flute. Those of you can hear there was a little like flute tooting when you pick it up, so that means it comes pre-activated. You don't have to run back to CAC in order to go use it. And as you said, we're gonna see where the flute spots are gonna drop today once we get that. That's Mike's last bomb, by the way. You can see the bomb on the tracker, like
it just
dim out.
It went away. Now we did find our way to the mountain. That's kind of important. Usually that's kind of a crap entrance, but there is the opportunity where you might need a mirror and get over there. You can save yourself some time.
Andy, digging up the powder. We are getting some really cool extra content on Mike's side. We are going to Zora the intended developer way, with the whole glove and like the running part and everything.
I mean, is it intended? I mean, they put the whirlpool. I don't know.
Oh, true. We do have flippers. I forgot about the fact we have flippers, but
yeah, I missed those entirely. But we do find pod 5 keys per usual. But we see that there's no small key door where there is one normally. That is going to be a bomb door. Mike has some bombs in here that he can acquire. Andy has magically found the good old Super Bunny Cave. Not exactly sure where he came across this.
This was somewhere in Dark World because he was still there. Maybe in the village?
Was he in village? Does he have myths? How'd he get there?
Dark flute spot. Thank you. Okay. Thank you, Mars.
Perfect. This is going to let him lead him, to 2 items. And after doing so, he'll be able to exit out in a new connector area.
Darkwold Hype Cave. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I was going to say, for Mike to stumble upon Pod, actually one of the best dungeons right now because it is one of the few dungeons, especially early in the front, that it is essentially like a fairly convenient bomb farm. The fact that he had none going in is a really good way to replenish his supply.
Oh, yeah. Also, we are on top of the castle, which is a sight for sore eyes if, no mirror in your inventory just yet. Andy taking a good laugh here at that spot because we tried to bomb jump across to that earlier.
Yeah, nice flute spots all along. It's like a Metroid S, Z, or whatever. It looked exactly like that pattern, except maybe like mirrored or something.
You mean the S for screw attack?
Yeah, the S. Yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not as familiar with Super Metroid.
Yeah. Look, it's fine. We'll commentate some map rando together, and we'll learn together. How about that?
Sounds like a plan.
Perfect. Well, Andy found Frederick's vacation home. But now he's jumping mid here.
Okay, well, I've also found Potion Shop. Okay, so that is a Light World version. If we ever get the mirror, Mike can always, because he found the Dark World version for Turtle Rock Laser Bridge. You can always find that himself. No mushroom to turn in, or turn up yet. So it'll be a TBD. Now, on the other hand, Andy has found Thieves Town. so we can at least do a little bit of damage up here. No big key. Yeah, so we're gonna, well, maybe we'll see how far we can get. It may not be big key locked.
You see Mike doing a bomb jump, and you're probably thinking, why is Mike doing that? He could bonk across. Now, don't let the normal bonk animation fool you. You can't bonk across because we have pseudo boots. You can see that on their trackers. You know, there was some discussion in chat about it, but just to kind of put it out there for people who may just be listening, they have blue boots. They're using auto tracking, so they will turn red when they find the true booties.
That's right. The real boots. And I know the pseudo boots, the blue boots, can be like a bit polarizing in terms of opinions about whether or not, which is a nice lamp, by the way, on the Zora ledge that Mike's gonna pick up. It's just that especially for modes that that are, let's say, on the longer side, you really appreciate having the ability to dash from the start, because those real boots don't have to show up until like 2 hours in or something, or if they ever show up at all. Right.
We do get a small key. That is to desert.
Interesting. Okay.
When we talked about needing 3 of those things. Andy, meanwhile, getting another B for his troubles here in the Pyramid Ferry.
Another Eastern Palace small key. We haven't found Eastern yet, but we do have 2 of them. We don't know the maximum yet of how many small keys there are total in Eastern. Until we end up finding the dungeon. I believe also if these guys really wanted to know, it's on their menu as like the number of like total keys there are. But it's Eastern big. Speaking of,
is this Mount Zelga today?
Yeah.
Like you got,
we're just searching, waiting.
Is the second bow gonna be up here too? Like,
oh my gosh.
Oh, it might. We got a 5.
Yeah.
Good lord.
All right. Okay. Telethar says that Eastern is a maximum 2 to beat. Okay. All right. So I think that just means that we can flow clear the whole palace, right? Big key, 2 small keys.
Could. There's a small skull, and the red boom, not really super useful here. Finally, a 4th heart. You know, sometimes hearts are, at least a 4th for Andy. Hearts are very hard to come by, as we learned on the race earlier this week. Mike, meanwhile, in South Dark World, got to be heading over.
Gonna check the follower,
which is the old man.
We're seeing double.
I got by that for a second because there were 2 of them, and it felt a little weird. I wasn't here for it.
Now we actually really needed Mike to have the blue mail for maximum camouflage. Like, which one's the real Waldo? At least we can tell right now that Mike has the real old man is the real old man is the one with the blue outfit. The Mike is the one with the green outfit.
I gotta say that the blue one's not the real old man because he's running awfully fast. And that's also a good point. Once he gets back up the mountain, though, the old man will have remembered who he really is. Maybe he's just kind of temporarily forgotten where he is, and he'll start walking again. Don't worry. Well, we found our connector. Yep, we're running slow.
Yeah, we're definitely remembering where we are right now. We can't run here either. Oh, it's Kiki. Mike's gotta have a choice. What do we want to do?
Well, I mean, we're getting the old man here. You know, it's like, hold on, Shuddy. We found my place. Let's slow down and enjoy it.
All right, back up the mountain though we go and deliver the old man, and we're gonna get some new save and quit points on Mike's side.
Indeed we are.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna...
Which we know is on the mountain. Mike's already found this, so it's just a convenient way to get up here. Is there anything he can really do? I guess he could do some back of desert here, so I guess he's gonna go check this out. Andy gets a small key to Hyrule Castle from Hobo.
Yeah. And he also found Hera at the capacity ferry upgrade with the flippers. So that is available, but can't really do anything here right now. Or no small key, no big key, no hook shot, at least for Andy, like not even a weapon to be able to beat Moldorm. So we're just gonna take the couple first and then get out. Yeah, Mike is gonna try and get to the back.
Now, Chad kind of mentioned here, get Kiki, and Mike may do that. the problem here is we've seen the entrance to pod for one. So it's a connector. We're not really needing to go back through it. So I don't think we'll see them grab Kiki. The other piece.
Oh, good point. Yeah.
Is you know, we don't really, if we take Kiki and we get hit and we don't know how to get there, like he goes away, and it's really annoying. So you kind of want to know exactly where you're going when you grab Kiki.
Yeah. I know that some of these guys also like to play a little bit more of like a, let's say, like challenge game, right? Pick up Kiki and then just kind of see how far you go, right? Because as you said, once you get hit, he leaves you, so you can also kind of see how far you can take him before he runs away. But yes, as you did mention, especially for, let's say, like non-entrance modes, if Kiki is like at the old man, if Kiki is at let's say like Maiden Cell in Thieves Town, probably one of the worst places, you lose him, and it's not fun.
Yeah, it's awful. Speaking of awful, that location there, Mike pulling a hook shot. We know where Hookshot Cave is. That's going to be 4 free items for him once he decides to head that way. But at Sahasrahla, which is at the bottom left of the Dark Mountain, Andy trying something here. What is the man doing?
I think he's trying to bomb jump, and then but all the beetles.
The sword.
Exactly.
So I'm a little confused because he doesn't have the sword. I'm just like assuming he does. That's on me.
Yeah. Now Andy hasn't been up to the mountain, which is where all the basically goodies that Mike has for a bit. Yeah, but Mike also struggled a bit with this pod arena because those beetles, even if a sword and try and knock them out, they just come straight back at you.
Indeed, they do. Mike getting his blinds hut. Got to get this over with and marked off. You know, we found Clear Mouse. We found a lot of item caves very early on here.
Yeah. We found Mini Molnar. We found Blinds Hut. We found Hype Cave. Saha. Do we exhaust all of our?
All of our 5 ones are. Yeah. You know, our 5 packs are all big and done.
Yeah, a lot of pointing of the Andy had found the pod big key, and I think he maybe just forgot that he had it. A little bit of a back and forth shuffling there. Yeah, but we can both go to the back with the pod big key. This is something that Mike was not able to do the first time he was over here.
And we'll see what he decides to pull from here. We do see, I missed this on Mike's side, but we do see the R on Andy's screen. So this is the red pendant. And the reason that's a value, Ice Rod for Andy. You know, we still could pull pad. We still might need the 5/6. We don't have to worry about a crystal count to get into GT. You know that guy who opens your purple chest, and if you make him mad by picking his sign up, he runs away? Well, he has a use now, and that use is going to be opening GT.
One of the also other features of XDHunt Plus is like that guy who is usually... Well, yeah, has exactly 1 use now. Because we did follower shuffle, he no longer has a use for purple chest, so Gem decided to give him another use to make him...
I don't like this use. It's pissing me off.
Same. I
actually do like it, but I wanted to see what it felt like to complain about something new and fun. You know,
that's unrelated. Dante, is league announcements stuff coming up yet?
I have no idea.
Oh, okay, all right.
So another shield here in Hookshot Cave. 3 more chests to go for Mike. What are we gonna pull? That's a small key. That's to Hyrule Castle. Gets his arrows. I like that use of the boomerang. Very smart thinking of quick swap there. You know, no one ever said quick swap was bad.
Oh, no, of course not. No one's ever said any things that we're just used to and almost take for granted at this point. We're bad. Yeah. Have we found any Hyrule Castle entrances yet? I don't think so, right?
We have not. No.
Okay.
We haven't found Eastern. We haven't found Desert Right, Agate Tower, Swamp, some of Skullwoods, and Ice and Mire, and GT. So a lot of dungeons still at large, but the item caves are what we found. Saw something for Mire as well as GT, small key, and that is, wow, a second sword for Mike.
Second sword for Mike already. Yeah, this guy is certainly has a nice offensive advantage. Moving on, 2 swords to Andy's 0. But I don't think we saw anything that was really notable here in pod that Mike missed out on Andy's side.
Well, he did get Ice Rod, but I expect Mike to be
Actually,
going back there, you know, eventually to get that.
Ah, you're right. I did forget about the Ice Rod. Not immediately important, as you said, because normally just like any other, it's not itemized or anything, right? Just really useful for Trinex. However, especially for Andy, it is another weapon he can use. So. All
right, Mike gonna be heading. This is to Turtle Rock right. Does not have the big key, just like Andy when he was here. He will be able to. Well, it doesn't matter because we've already seen the inside of Turtle Rock on Mike's side. Totally forgot about that. But Andy now going to get his lamp as well as that small key.
Yeah, hopefully Andy's going to find his way up to the mountain. If nothing else, for a sword. But there were some, but probably more importantly, there was the hook shot, right? That Mike ended up finding.
Yeah, the hook shot is probably the bigger item in this regard. But we shall see. Andy gonna jump into back of escape just like Mike did, so this will be his first sword. He'll actually
that's a great point. Yeah,
very quickly.
Yeah, he has 3 Hyrule Castle small keys. Thankfully, going through the back requires Hyrule Castle big key, which is not in our possession. So
yeah, we're saving Frederick for now.
Yes, that's correct.
For now is the operative phrase.
The holidays are over. He's at home now. He doesn't need to go anywhere. He decided to fortify his defenses a bit.
All right, Mike with the save and quit going to be popping out at Link's house. Meanwhile, Andy going to get his big key from Sick Kid now that he has a bottle in his possession. So when he finds GT, he'll be a little happy. That's an ether medallion at the damn spot. Andy has not ventured down there yet. Andy,
he was there.
To not go in the dark rooms here, even though he has the lamp now.
Mike's gonna finish up South Shore stuff. Oh, speaking of, we did find Hyrule Castle. Now, Mike does not have any Hyrule Castle small keys left because he used this one and only for the back of escape. And so we'll see how far we can end up getting here. The only real hard requirement is that Zelda's cell is always locked by the Hyrule Castle big key because you can't shuffle that lock. But it looks like we need a Hyrule Castle small key to move forward, and we cannot do that. So might just go and check out probably Dark Cross is my guess, and one of these connectors. Okay, we found Hyrule Castle right. This leads us out to Dark Shopping Mall. No mirror, but Mike's already kind of been. Oh no, Mike was on his way over here. He has been quite over to the Ice Rock Cave area. Wait, we found Castle Tower. No Hyrule Castle or Castle Tower small key for Mike either. So we're gonna only be able to check the first check. If and when Andy comes here, he can.
If there's something major here, Andy's already been to this area. So, the other thing you want to see Andy, if you're rooting for Andy, the glove that Mike has is also with that second sword on the mountain, basically the same spot of Hype Cape. But we'll see how far he can get here. Second chest, and that is going to be $20. Will we be able to continue?
Yeah, we might be able to. We'll see how far, as you said, we can get, because there are 2 total small keys. And so we're eventually going to get blocked by a small key door. It's just that we don't know when. Andy gonna think Andy's setting up for a safe scum, is that right?
Yeah, I would assume that is the case here. Mike gonna get another item, piece of heart though, so that's 3 out of the 4 items, and that's where we're locked out. That's a small key. So now Andy gonna check left side Skull Woods. Are we gonna have any goodies that he's gonna want to keep? That's a blue cane. I don't think that's worth keeping right now, but we do have at least one more, and a piece of heart. That sudden flash is all of that being scummed away. The key is now back in our possession.
I think it's hilarious, by the way, that both the cape and Berta, the invincibility items we needed for Laser Bridge, are both in Skullwits. You have to, like, I think, drop into... I mean, I assume the cape is what's actually in Logic, because you can just drop in and then bomb open, and then we're good, right?
So we did have a shutter door there, so the only way to get to the back
interesting.
is through that big key.
Yeah.
Wait,
I don't know if I like that.
Yeah, you don't like that. What's wilder about that is, you know, at least Mike didn't have to, you know, push that whole banister over.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Yeah.
So when he found, imagine doing that in standard mode or something. Obviously it wouldn't work, but I'd hate it.
All right, Andy's gonna give us a little bit of an extra, probably more checks here in Hyrule Castle. He has 2 Hyrule Castle small keys. Definitely can make it farther out than Mike did.
You know, I thought where Mike was, where he is now, was where we found Aga Tower, but that is not the case.
I was in the Dark World. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I don't think Mike has lifted up the 20 rupee cave rock yet, because he did all the other ones. Yeah,
he did lift it. He just
he did lift it. Oh, okay. He hasn't gone in.
It was a consequence. But
okay. Oh, okay.
Let's see. Andy looking for the stun prize, just a heart. A little bit of a nod. He's accepting his fate. He's not too excited about it. So unless one of these 2 items in this right side room are going to be the Hyrule Castle Big Key, this is where Andy's adventure in Hyrule Castle comes to an end. And just a small key and a heart container, but that small key for Ganon's tower.
Yeah. I think also at some point somebody mentioned, sorry, I don't remember who, we have a lot of GT small keys already. So maybe once we eventually find GT, we don't have the hammer, and that's probably the biggest limitation. We can't really go anywhere, but once we get something like that, then we can do some exploration.
The Giga eye roll from Andy.
Yeah.
All right, so this is the Upper Paradox. So this is kind of huge for Mike, finding this in the 20 rupee cave spot.
Yeah, and this is something that Andy, because he kind of stumbled across Ice Rock Cave earlier through the connector, what is it, DM or whatever, Spec RD Bottom. Yeah, then he wasn't able to get this entrance. So we'll see in this case, Ice Big. Yeah.
So Ice Big, so that's pretty huge. Andy in the dark shopping mall area, like we saw with Mike, but not going to be able to, you know, get to that Aga Tower entrance. So that's something else he's going to leave behind. 5 more items here for Mike. 2 pieces of heart. 10 bombs. Didn't really need those at the moment, but keeps his stock full. A small key to pod and make it 3 pieces of heart.
Swimming is great, by the way.
Look,
Andy
I love swimming. It's a great form of cardio. It takes three strokes and you're out of breath. Like, that's usually how it goes.
All right, Andy has made it over to North Dark World. He's a very strict trainer, right? That's it's what we all gotta get, right? New Year's resolutions, going to the gym, hitting it hard.
That's right.
All right, no glove for Andy, so we can't actually go and visit the catfish.
But bro is having some troubles. And we found a waterfall fairy. That is a heart container and a mushroom.
Okay.
More bees. Bees everywhere today.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't necessarily complain. It's another weapon.
I mean, if you want to call it a weapon, it's
for some people it's a weapon.
For me, it would be like a gold sword against Old Dainty, but I digress.
All right, Andy's back in the pod area. See, in this case, what he could have bunny walked to a little bit earlier. And as you mentioned before, Graveyard Lodge. Okay, we couldn't get this earlier. We didn't have the pearl. Yeah, but as you mentioned earlier, like Kiki pod entrance, since we came out of it, probably not very important in order to actually go deliver Kiki wherever he is. Ooh, GT. We have found GT.
GT's kind of in an awkward spot here too, down at the Curiosity Shop. We're going to get at least 2 items here, maybe more. Mike does not actually have the Canis Samaria will not be able to go right, and neither runner has the hammer, so they can't go left, but we can at least peek, and maybe we could climb.
Yeah, I was thinking that too, right? So like normally you are stopped by, well, the big key. So that big key door may not always be there. So you just kind of see in this case, the south entrance, door is locked by a small key now instead of a shutter door. So we could also get down there. Mike's got the GC big key, so he could open the GC big chest. We could potentially ice armos as well, depending on what's there. Mike wants to spend the key, but looks like we're climbing, Dante. We're climbing.
I don't blame him. I mean, if you manage to get through this, which I think he should be able to, you're gonna get a dungeon completed. So Tower and Aga Tower do count in this whole fiasco, and who knows what you find up top.
Yeah, and this is pretty nice because Mike hasn't been over to the pyramid area either. Now we don't have a mirror, so we can't check our castle or anything, but it is something that he hasn't been to yet. So he can also get the pyramid item. He can do more North Dark World stuff now.
Now we do have the blacksmith from the pod area on Andy's side. We know where that is. This is going to distract him a little bit from going to the mountain and catching up on some of the stuff that Mike has. But let's see what the blacksmith is going to give us as Mike continues or begins his gauntlet traversal.
Yeah, pretty decent equipment, all things considered, because he's got a lot of health. He's got Master Sword, which is better than Fighter's Sword. He's got Ether in some cases, and he's got the bow.
I'm trying to remember.
Seen people climb on way less in this mode, so we're pretty thankful.
Absolutely. I'm trying to remember where Andy got the flute from.
It was Mini Moldarm Cave.
Okay,
I just don't remember where it was.
Now that is,
like,
I do remember that. That is the Dark World Arrow game, so near the dig game.
Okay.
So Mike will get to that eventually. It's just there's so much that opened up to them. The early Pearl really and Hookshot, I guess, for Mike really opened the routes up where you can kind of just go anywhere to an extent.
Yeah. That's right. Okay, Mike. So this is not under contract, but he is doing a great job using the bow here and Lambos too.
You can see it on his face. He's scolding these guys. They're like saying, "Listen, can you just let me hit you with this arrow a little easier? I would love to continue on to this dungeon." And gets it done.
Now, one thing to note, because this is technically doors, like it's a doors seed, not only necessarily on like the doors branch. All these bosses, Lambos, Moldarm, Lambos 2, Moldarm 2, Ice Armos, they stay dead once you kill them. So because you can, in this case, get a scenario where you're, say, like locked out from a shutter door, and then you're like, okay, I guess I have to go reclimb. It's kind of painful in order to go have to refight the boss every time. So they just stay dead. Well done, Mike, though.
That sounds like a mode for babies.
That sounds like I don't want to go through tile room 15 times in order to get to where I want to go.
You're not wrong. All right, so Andy now has the old man. Maybe that'll lure him to go up the mountain. He's going to get his ether here.
It's like Andy and Mike are playing co-op temporarily, right? Got the old man with him.
Yeah. And this actually takes him, how convenient. For some reason, I kept thinking the only mountain connector was in Kakariko, and that's not the case. But Mike gonna get small key to this dungeon.
Nice.
At the top of GT, as well as a fire rod.
Yeah, very nice find here on Mike's side. Well worth the climb.
Plenty of keys. Gets a book 2. The sequel to book 1. And that'll get us Ether Tablet. It'll get us the Desert Entrance. It'll also get us the Bombos Tablet after we have a mirror, because we have two swords on Mike's side.
That's right. Yeah. All right, and Mike, of course, also does have the hook shot. No real boots. These guys, as you kind of seen probably in previous races and tournaments, are very, very excellent with the real boots. Don't even need like a hook shot, but in this case, we don't have real boots, so Mike is very confidently gonna finish up this dungeon.
Yeah, solid Moldorm 2. I'm gonna have Aga 2 coming up here in just a moment. Andy gonna get the bad news that I believe he is locked out, cooked out, whatever you want to say. He ain't going any further.
All right, one thing also to note, you see actually the bottom door of Aga. All the boss doors, by the way, are open. That is one word of caution. Don't go near those doors too closely. You can accidentally leave the boss room, and then you'll have to start the fight over again.
And if there's a bombed open one, I love that we can't go anywhere in Turtle Rock. By the way, that's a shutter door. You got to go full backwards. Oh man. Mike, meanwhile, gets the Aga 2 fight done. This is going to open up the pyramid hole. I'll be honest, I haven't been paying too much attention to the drop downs. This could be the well. I think it might actually.
The well? Okay.
It's either the well or Magic Bat.
Yeah, I was going to say,
maybe there's a third. Maybe there's a third, but I'm not 100% sure. Because Skullwoods has at least 2 available, and we haven't been over there yet, so... But if it's the well, this is huge for Mike. Gonna be 5 items. Let's see what we got. It's Magic Bat. He unfortunately does not have that powder that Andy found somewhere. Big game. Yeah, it was right there where the other thing we couldn't remember earlier either.
With our powers combined, Dancy, we can remember everything.
That's right. Andy getting his second bottle, also going to be getting his glove and second sword in this cave, and that is gonna get him in a decent spot. Now he's got quite a few entrances available, that Mike has already checked.
Yeah, you can see kind of Andy's reaction to the glove. It's like, oh, he's probably not too happy about it. As you said, like, there are now the glove lock locations that Mike was able to do when he was there the first time, and then Andy had passed by like 3 different ones that he has to potentially go back to.
I mean, the other thing is, Andy had the flute, and he didn't have a way to get. I guess he could go to the right side of the mountain because he did do that, but he couldn't go left. Ignore me. But Andy is gonna get that crucial hook shot here.
All right, let's see in this case what Catfish has that Andy had to unfortunately give up. Couldn't go visit Gem. I mean,
huge key.
Get this big key to TR. Ooh, that is a very good big key. Hopefully not too isolated for Andy, right? Because he's already in Zora area, and he's like so he had to kind of go back there.
Yeah, it's definitely a way away. I'm trying to think of a way to get him back there, and there's not really one, unless he wants to loop in like Dark Shopping Mall. But that's still that's a stretch in my mind. Mike, meanwhile, popping out here on the TR bridge out of a connector and straight into another connector into Fairy Ascension Cave, and he'll just be able to drop down and pop out another place, and he's in Village of Outcasts, so more exploring to do. Nothing of major value in the Thieves Town entrance nor in the chess game entrance. Andy's so upsetty there, seeing that he is not going to be able to go backwards through Turtle Rock. Turtle Rock has got some games today. Multiple shutter doors at multiple entrances to make the runners' lives miserable.
That's what Rando's here for. To maximize our enjoyment.
That's right.
All right, Mike also found the other side, of Skullwoods. Didn't probably want to go through these doors because, well, there's a small key door. I don't even know if we have enough keys at that point. I think we just had the one.
Chat asking, can we only enter TR through 2 of the 4 entrances? That is absolutely correct. That is the way the random doors have blessed us or cursed us today, depending on how you view it. I'm fairly certain one of these, however, is going to be the well. We do find the agate tree. It is of no use to us. Andy coming back over here. This is going to get him in the agate tower. He does not have... Actually, I take that back. He has a key.
Yeah, he can... Oh, I don't think he can finish, though. That's the thing, right?
Oh, no. He won't be able to finish because it's linear, but he may be able to get all 4 items. Now, Mike, I think, is in a better spot if he has to come back to agate tower for this item that Andy may or may not get. Because, you know, if Andy gets all the items... This isn't really going to be a high priority one to come back to be a clearable dungeon, so to speak. At least not in my mind.
Yeah, that's definitely true. And then like Andy, I guess like if he can get all the items, which yeah, as you said, he probably should be able to. Andy, like he'll just know in this case if Castle Tower is like it's just potential go mode, right? He finds the last Castle Tower small key.
Big key to desert for Mike. That's big.
That is very big. So we can actually go beat desert now.
Mike has full health, so he'll be able to utilize some sword beams because he only has 12 arrows right now. So going to be able.
Points. I hope he realizes that because
it looks like he was planning. He was planning as Andy gets his heart piece and is going to spin this key. Mike into the final night of the fight, and 3 more items await him. Is it going to be some fun progression? Another big key. That's the Thieves' Town. We saw that blocked us early, and then some arrows and money. I'm sure those arrows would have been loved to be found before now, but all 4 items for Andy and nothing of value. So you know, if Mike decides to check it, he can, when he gets enough keys, that could bundle in as one of his 10 of the 12 dungeons needed. He already does have 1 with Ganon's Tower, so if you're keeping score at home, it's 1-0 right now, Mike.
Yeah, and Mike, because he was able to do Isarmos, Bob's Chest, or whatever, like that part of GT, he now has access to a second dungeon.
Now, this may force Mike to want to go right back to Ganon's Tower and do some more. Because he's about to get, I believe, his Kay to Samaria. I take that back. That's at Hera.
Yeah, Flute here. But I was gonna say, this is a great news for Andy. Like he's really, I think, maybe like I would say hedging his bets. A bit worried maybe that Mike has gotten this, especially, but Andy will be very happy. He's getting his Turok big key.
Yeah, now, again, he went ahead and checked that rock. It kind of helped this whole situation out for Andy. But yeah, now Mike gonna get his powder as well.
Yeah, Mike's like, I could have done this and then done Magic Bat after I climbed. And there's a lot of digs for Andy too. At least 20 because there was the 0 timer still on the screen. Like Andy wasn't able to beat it.
Andy gonna hook across, and this is gonna send him over. He may get Ganon's Tower. The question is going to be, will he decide to take the same path as Mike? If so, that'll be good news for Andy. If not, I think that's going to put Mike in a really good spot to maybe kind of foot on the gas here and progress.
Oh yeah. But if Andy can do GT right side, right? And he sequence break it with the lamp.
Sequence break it. Now, the question is, or begs, I guess, like how many keys would it be, you know?
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah. Yeah, we also saw when Mike was in there were 11 total small keys. I think the middle door was a small key. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's at least maybe 1 key saved. But yeah, like there are a lot of small keys.
Like the connector between the 2 basement doors?
Yeah.
No, I think that was just open. At least it was open on one side.
Okay.
So...
Oh yeah. No, then we need a lot of keys. Yeah, but I can definitely see Andy kind of doing what Mike did earlier, was if we stumble upon GT, he's got the GT big, he's got the lamp, he's got 5 small keys, like he can probably finish the climb, and then when he gets the fire rod up there, he can do Magic Bat, and then he'll be like, maybe I'll just go straight back depending on how many keys I have left.
No reaction there from Andy, really. Mike, seeing desert mid, walks out, walks back in.
Yeah, I think he remembered there was a maybe he can scout the torch and then get the big chest item with the big key now he has from GT.
Yeah.
All right, Andy actually gonna go. Yeah, straight over to right side. He might be a little, chagrined to see the fire out up there.
I did say it was open, but it's not. It's actually a shutter door, so you need that Samaria to go left or right, is what it appears
hilarious.
to be. Hilarious. Mike is headed to that big chest that you talked about. He's stuck here now, so gonna have to use that mirror scroll, but he gets a bug net for his troubles.
By the way, we're almost an hour in. Still no real boosts have shown up. I'm happy to have these
still dash.
Exactly. That's why we're wouldn't be a gem and Telethar mode if it didn't have pseudo boosts, or at least some version of movement at the beginning.
You get boots, but they make you run like the old man the whole time.
Dante, are you in charge of League? Out of curiosity, asking for some item starts.
Maybe.
We'll see.
I don't know if I'm in charge of anything anymore.
So I'm gonna take the, let's say, like more consistent setup. Basically, start to make sure that he can start at the top, and then we're gonna, if he can pull this off, it'll be quite the treat for us to see. He does have a fire shield as well, in order to help kind of mitigate some of the damage from the shooter.
Mike has turned in that mushroom, so we can go and visit back on the mountain at some point. I don't believe he has seen that yet, but he has the ability to get there and to get there fairly quickly with his flute. Andy taking all the hits, but does make it through, so he'll be able to get
yes, well done.
5 items here. He's going to be able to get the 4 chest plus the key pot. It may not be a key though.
Yeah, conveyor, star pits, pot key. That's right.
Oh, is that the official terminology for the spoiler log?
Correct.
Okay.
It is because there's conveyors and there are star pits and it's a pot key. So nice compass.
That's a mouthful.
It's a very engineered name. That
is Samaria from Mike. Andy got nothing in the 4 chest, and Meyer Small in the rest of this. Now that's a key door. Andy, are you gonna go? He's not. And
right,
Mike
we don't
use
actually
the hook
know.
shot to go
Right, I was
up.
gonna say, right, we don't know if Hera is actually big key locked. We haven't gone up that way yet, because that could just be open, as you said, right? With something else. So
Well, Andy did try to go. He stopped.
Oh, he did.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was weapon related, key related, or what, but he did stop at the time. Andy is gonna go climb with his 6 keys. There's another up top, so he'll be up to 7. This is good for Andy. It's going to keep him in this. Mike, however, is about to get a second point on the board with a Moldorm kill. He's already done it in Ganon's Tower. It's harder up there. I'd assume this one's a touch easier. He does have a cape. Yeah. He's going to use that too, just to make this a comfy, cozy fight. Gets it done. Oh, the mirror.
Big on Moldorm. Yeah, point number 2 down. The crystals matter slightly less, other than probably the follower implication. But yeah, that mirror is pretty big for Mike.
The mirror is huge. The small factor is that nice little red crystal, though. So, that's a double whammy here. We'll call it.
Yeah, I would imagine though, Andy, probably shortly after all he finishes off all this like GT stuff, he will go to Hera, right? He's got hook shot, he's got some weapons. Like it's a beatable dungeon from his perspective, right? In order to go get another point on the scoreboard.
Indeed it is. We are headed into Desert Main. Also, LP Cost, thank you so much for the Prime Gaming sub. Really appreciate it. So wait, chat's saying it's Mike's birthday. Is it Mike's birthday today?
No,
Or is this a meme?
It's a meme. It is not.
It's a meme. Okay, I was about to say, you know, we gotta put a nice birthday hat on him, but I got, I guess.
Andy also do a little bit of a extra, I would consider, but very appreciated. Bo Lamos doesn't have anything else really better to use.
Ether tablet gonna have a swamp small for us too.
Ooh.
That might be.
I was gonna say, is that our first one? But actually, according to Mike's tracker, it's 2, which is, I would expect a little bit more, like more from swamp, a little bit more from pod, as opposed to like this like 1 and 2 that we've only been seeing. Nice job there on Andy's side using the bow. This is great. The fire rod is actually locked back here. Does Andy have Samaria? Maybe he just wanted to show off the bow for Wizrops for 1.
Maybe so. Just continuing on. Mike takes the save to quit. We'll see what Mike's decision to go forward is now. Andy gonna be able to light these torches. We saw Mike complete this, so there's no I guess fear that Andy won't be able to do this.
Now the one main benefit, of course, because Andy's here a little bit later, he has the powder. We did see that Mike dropped into the pyramid entrance, and it was magic bat there. So we'll see how valuable this was, because Mike has the mirror now, so he can go back to pyramid, and then also get, I think, the entrance on top of Castle Tower that we weren't able to earlier, because we didn't have a sword, didn't have 2 swords, excuse me, more cape. Oh,
the mitts
on Mike's side. Oh.
Yeah, those are not mirror locked. Those are just available. You just flute to 1 and drop
and then
down.
Drop.
Yeah. So, you know, those Mike may not feel great about that. Andy's probably going to feel rather bad.
Yeah.
Mike finally locating the Thieves Town entrance, and he has that big key, so he will be able to do a little extra here. Not a whole lot extra.
Right, he has the big key and a small key, so because we don't have the maiden, he should, right? Oh, he doesn't. You're right. I'm sorry. I did not see that. I was gonna say, the hope is maybe we can make it to the attic. It's unlikely because there are 6 small keys here, and so I don't really foresee the path to the to the attic being open. But if we can do that, because we don't have the maiden, we have to go up there anyway, and then probably have to leave, right? Or we can go to the basement and then go find the follower there.
He's getting a big key to Meyer here, and he's gonna go into Thieves Town the back way.
Yeah.
So he can.
We're gonna be able to see.
Yeah.
We have no hammer, right?
No hammer.
Okay, so we can't check this chest.
Can it show up here? Maybe it can.
I have no idea. Yeah, maybe. Someone because
smarter than me, let me know. Let us know in chat. But I would assume that with that big key and the way the doors are laid out, that this is very plausible.
Yeah, exactly, right? Like, we just needed the big key to get back here, so like I don't see a problem why it couldn't be here in Blind Cell. Nice vanilla maiden,
the actual maiden, so we're gonna be able to beat this. He's got his mirror at the ready. Healthart chat saying why not? So I guess that is enough information for me. I was just assuming some weird key thing, but here we are.
Yeah, we still need to go bomb the attic on Mike's side. So I just don't think we can actually get through. But he didn't do these front remaining checks, right?
Oh yeah, not beatable is what we're hearing. But that also makes sense. Meyer small, that's 6 of them for Andy now. Mike has 5, so that's kind of the only difference is, I think, this one.
Yeah, it's not high value, but it is still potentially pretty good. We haven't found Meyer yet. We do have a way to get in now to get the hook shot. We have Samaria, we have Big Key. Excuse me. Mike has the Big Key to Meyer from the back of Thieves Town. That's not something that's in Andy's possession.
All right, so what do we have here? A shop here on the eastern Dark Mountain, and then one more. That is just a fairy fountain, so no major value. Andy taking a stroll across North Dark World. and going back to Ganon's tower.
Exactly. Yeah, I think he wants the like ice armors, big GT big chest, like the basement stuff that he couldn't necessarily get to earlier.
That's right.
Yeah.
This will be our first peek, I was going to say, on Mike's side at the mire area.
Oh yeah, that's true. We have mitts and flute. And Flute Shuffle always guarantees you a spot to the mountain somewhere. Doesn't always have to be like the original flute spot 1, and it'll always get you a location to the mire, whatever the mitts locked rock. It doesn't always be flute spot 6. It could be flute spot like 7 or 8 or something, but it will always flute you over there to that physical location.
So you see, we are 2 keys from Mike, and we found Swamp here. We saw Andy kind of run down, and he saw a key door. So he's already skipped 1, and that's a second that he's going to be able to skip. So that gives him a little bit of knowledge. He knows he's at 7 of 9 keys at that point. He can scratch 2 of them off from needing to be found. Mike, using his second key already, can save a key by foregoing map chest, but we don't know potentially where the next key door may show up to stop us. But he's going to get a small key under the pot. That is to desert.
All right, Andy picking up his Desert Palace big key, his Thieves Town big key. Very happy with the haul. Makes sure, I'm glad I came back to this for this thing. So he's got plenty of things that can keep him occupied. So he can do Hera, as we saw what Mike did earlier. He can do the back of Thieves Town. He can finish Desert. Now with this fire rod, looks like Andy's gonna do a little bit more cleanup. What do we have back here? Do we have maybe we have access to Skullwood's second section or in the final section of the back or something. I don't quite remember what was the connectors.
I haven't seen a way to come out here yet. Okay, so that is the well. I was saying one of these is the well. I must have missed that earlier when Mike popped his head into this entrance. But Mike's going to pull a small key to pot. That's going to bring his counter up a little higher. That's the 2 keys.
Yeah, thanks, Becky Clip, for being able to effectively, save a key.
Well, it didn't save us a key here. Well, I guess in a way, maybe it did, but we need the hammer to get, like, all of this stuff is hammer locked logically.
That's a good point.
So.
Yeah, that's a good point. All right, we're not going to try and do... I'm not even sure if Bombsui would have helped us in this scenario. Mike is not even making the attempt.
He is going to get a hammer pegs small key here. Yep, that's the GT. That's another goodie. So that makes things a little more comfy as we, are still looking for a hammer.
Yeah, this hammer is actually pretty funny. The fact that it's just so late. It's like I kind of just assumed that we had the hammer by now because we have actually a lot of pretty nice things. Oh, Mike found the boots.
The real boots.
What happened in Checkerboard Cave? One of the blocks is not where it's supposed to be. I mean, but it's okay.
He tried.
Yes. Yeah, those mitts though may actually look pretty required. Like, unless one of these is other like an actual connector, right, that leads to the Maya area, we did definitely need those mitts.
Yeah, we won't really know till we find Quake, and if that's kind of locked by it. We do see the locksmith there behind the mitts in the normal smith spot, so we're gonna need him if we want to get into GT. Mike, meanwhile, has found the back of Skull Woods. This is going to let him get yet another dungeon if the keys align. I actually scratch it. Gonna need the big key today.
Yep, yeah, that's what it looks like. It's good. We got a little preview. Skull Woods big key, Ice Palace big key suddenly have a lot more value. Now, Swamp Palace big key because it could potentially lock more doors, other than just like the one chest that we have to go back for.
Andy about to make his way all the way around. Mike and him almost in the same room.
Almost. And no mirror for Andy, unfortunately. That's on Moldorm.
Mike is going to go clean up Desert, it looks like, since he has all 4 keys and that big key now. So that'll be another dungeon to add to his tally.
Yeah, and there's going to be one more item back here. On Lamos itself, like we were able to get everything, like tiles 1, tiles 2, BMOS. All right,
and like in the past, the old XDHunt tournament, correct me if I'm wrong, but the bosses always drop the Triforce piece. So the fact that it's more important now to want to do dungeons when it's convenient to route them in and make sense. Andy found a way through here.
This is spiral.
This gets you an extra item like you were talking about instead of just the Triforce piece.
Yeah. And that was actually one of the, I would say one of the disadvantages of maybe what it was more based on tech limitation, because what you really wanted, or I believe what the initial spirit of what Gem and Telethar wanted was that you just wanted to be able to beat dungeons. You couldn't really necessarily do that because there was no way to encode that, hey, you can only beat the dungeons. So the best they could do was basically make it a boss hunt. I see Mike. He already did Bo Lamos 1. Yeah, he is able now to do a little bit of Bo Lamos. He did Bo Lamos 2 earlier. Oh, that's the hammer! Oh, that is big for Andy. Okay, but Mike is getting his own progression called Castle Tower Small Key, so he can now beat Castle Tower as his next tallied.
Yeah, his dungeon count up to 3, and if he decides to go back to CT, that'll be 4, inching us closer to that halfway point.
Yeah, Spiral Cave was somewhere in Skullwood, so Andy had the right idea in order to kind of be to get back there, to maybe see in this case what the entrances were. But finding that hammer, I don't know when Mike's gonna go back there.
Now Andy says, I know where desert is, and I've been to the back. I know with this one key I can make something happen. So here we are. Yeah, Andy also in Spiral Cave found a Thief's Town small key, so that's 2 small keys. If he, I don't know how many he wants before he is willing to go back to Thief's Town. Another dungeon located. That is Misery Mire. 5 out of 9 of those small keys, but we do have the large big key. This maiden, let me tell you, she's going on an adventure. That maiden kind of looks like Solsky, I gotta say.
She is very purple.
She's very purple.
All right, that's good for Andy as well, picking up his Castle Tower small key. Now, Mike has a little bit more incentive to do Castle Tower because he only got 3 out of 4 items in there, so maybe he wants to go back. But Andy is just kind of maybe he'll get a better go mode later, but he has the option in order to do Castle Tower.
And that's kind of what I was hypothesizing earlier. That one item doesn't look so good to Mike, probably, but the fact that it's paired with a dungeon completion, I think that now that he's got that available to him, that's very huge. Andy gonna get, I believe, a couple small keys up here on the mountain for his troubles.
Yeah, there's something on either tablet. There was a GT small key, maybe? One of those, yeah. And then maybe he'll go back for Spiral Cave entrance. It certainly does looking like the mitts are pretty necessary, which is a Spiral Cave entrance. Oh, Swamp Small, that's right. Yeah, Mike, though, 5 small keys to Mire versus Andy's 6, because Andy got his 6th one from Magic Bat that Mike was not able to get. So hopefully we'll have enough keys in order to go get stuff.
Oh, Andy's turning in this green pendant. I forgot that he even got this. Just $300 though. Mike pulls some $20 out of the big chest. The saving quit from Andy. We'll see Mike now. 4 of 11 done, has a pot in here as well as a chest. Plenty of health, nothing to worry about with those spikes. But gets a 3rd sword.
Ooh, yeah. Jammo in chat pointing out that Mike has no bombs.
Oh no.
We cannot open this door.
Even with the real boots, that doesn't have the little archway in the crack. This is what Telethar was talking about in the last cast, about how the resources are
even this late, by the way, right?
Valuable.
Oh my gosh, dude, he got bailed out.
He did.
Got 3 bombs in the bridge chest.
Now I just noticed Andy pulled an Eastern 3. I thought Telethar earlier was saying in chat that we didn't, we only Eastern was 2.
I think he was saying that you only need 2 to beat the boss, like to go to get to the boss. But if Easter Pile is the key, you can potentially get another more. Yeah.
It makes sense. Yeah, huge hover there from Mike. Sort out crossing that gap while I was trying to piece my life together on.
Is 3 bombs enough in the basement, by the way?
I mean,
they're all bomb doors. Mike might be a little sad.
I would say, oh
my gosh. So we have the spooky switch room. And then we have the boss door. Huge.
Oh, he saved the bomb.
Oh my gosh, he did so hard. This is his last bomb. If either of these doors or this last door is bomb locked,
I will be upset for Mike if this is a bomb door.
Oh my gosh,
pulling
dude!
That off. That would be the ultimate "I hate you" video game.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, it's a bomb door. No. Oh my gosh, Mike! 3 bombs is not enough. Oh my gosh, Mike's trying. What do these guys drop? Is it random?
It's all arrows.
Is it only random, or is it only the arrow price tag? I don't know what it
arrows.
Is.
This is awful.
Gosh.
Can he? He doesn't have hammer to pound it. I don't think. Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, dude. Yeah, it was so big. That was so big that he saved a bomb from the switch, right? From the switch room, and then.
Yeah. Dude.
We needed 4 bombs.
You know.
Oh my gosh.
I mean.
5 bombs. Whatever.
It's in the wrong spot, but let's just bring this over here for my. Like I'm mad. Like if I'm him, I'm just mad. Okay. Like seething mad. Andy gets a shovel and some bombs. I guess that would be valuable.
I think we're doing a little bit more of a safe scum on Andy's side. It seems taking some intentional damage. But that capacity upgrade from Skullwood's what is second section door west, or is it east? No, west. Yeah, that was capacity upgrade. So Andy, again, very prudent for him to buy both upgrades just in case, because kind of seeing.
He could have. Never mind, he couldn't.
No.
Thought he was gonna bonk that, but.
Yeah. We have so many keys, by the way, right?
Oh, it's a 4th Eastern.
Oh, but Andy is not keeping it.
Well, that was his last TR small, and I think he's thinking like, "Hey, I haven't found Eastern. I know that's there if I need it, but maybe he can beat, Turtle Rock." I think that's what he wants to do.
Very possible. Okay. Yeah, we haven't found Eastern yet either. So maybe we don't have to necessarily worry about it. Mike's gonna go back to Castle Tower. There's a beatable dungeon for him. Cooling off a little bit. Yeah, just getting.
This will get you back on track. I mean,
exactly.
I think the hammer is looming and probably putting him on a bit of a timer, depending on what's behind it. Obviously we can't beat ice without it. That being said, there is a chance maybe I think Mike doesn't need the hammer in some regard, but it would be, I think, a very niche scenario.
Yeah. Right now, the hammer really just hard locks Ice Palace and Pod, right? In order to beatable dungeons. But we saw that with Specky Clip, we don't need the hammer anymore for Swamp. I don't know what else we if we don't need anything Thief Town Big Chest. We don't need Turtle Rock entrance, right? These are the things that the hammer only you hard require the hammer for.
Yeah.
Screw that guy, man. I just want to slash something.
Well, he did leave some bombs behind. Chat was saying hey, grab those bombs. So he's getting bombs here, so this is good. Replenish the stack or the stash. Should Andy have kept that key? He should have. Big nod from him.
Ooh, yeah. Very excellent decision. All right, so we're gonna go beat Trinix. Andy's gonna get another point on the board. Board being that we have to count every time, which is fine, but because there's no explicit counter that we can fit in the screen. Yeah, just to recap, the hammer was in Skullwood's final section, the drop. In order to get back there, you need to go through Spiral Cave, which is somewhere in the front of Skullwoods. Mike hasn't been back there yet.
Oh my god, it's a bomb door. Just to upset him more.
Could we have seen that early? Probably. Right? Yeah. Dude, imagine you like watch the cutscene or the intro at the beginning. You're like, okay, you know, it's not. We don't need the big key, and then you come with the zero boss and you forget, and then you can't finish the tower.
All right, another dungeon for Andy. Bring his counter up to 3. He's inching closer, but Mike is going to keep his foot on the gas and add one to his very soon as well.
Yeah, Andy also picked up another pod key, so that is something.
What's his first pod key?
Possible that's his first pod key, really?
Yeah, I mean he had the big key. That's what was that's what.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Andy needs to go to 1 to get those mitts, but isn't doing it.
Where are we going? Is this our fastest way to CAC? No, Sank is at CAC, so this cannot.
He's doing something.
I don't know.
This is slow, Andy. I'm not sure what your plan was. I guess he's checking some one-off entrances, possibly.
Yeah. Maybe. I was thinking that maybe he would go to Hera at this point, which is a capacity upgrade. He might want to try and save that with mitts, but as you said, right? Like we need him to go to 1, Flute 1, which is up in like Turtle Rock location, and then it's dropped, and then go to Spiral Cave entrance, which is where mitts are.
All right, Mike now up to 4. Retaking the lead, and this is good for him. He'll be able to drop in after
the entrance first. Yeah,
he's gonna check these entrances because he hasn't popped out of these like Andy had. But this will get him 2 items.
All right, Andy actually went through this earlier. Yeah.
Oh, this will be good for Andy if he's headed over this way, because this is going to put him into Paradox, and there's 7 items here. I think I remember there being some somewhat important things here.
There was an Ice Palace big key in Paradox Bottom. I remember that. What else was there? I don't think there was anything more notable.
Yeah, so somewhat important.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, we also haven't found. We haven't found ice. We haven't found Eastern.
We did see ice. That is in the Mire area.
Oh, we did. Oh, okay.
So that is luck behind those mitts that Mike has. But Andy not going to be able to use that key until, he finds those mitts. This is the magic bat. We saw this, I believe, on Andy's side. So Mike going to get his small key, I believe, is what it was.
Yeah.
This is where Andy is missing that pod key.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're all tied up on pod keys, which I'm not really sure how many of them we actually need until it comes time to beat the dungeon. Like, looking at things now, Andy could beat Hera, which would give him another dungeon. Doesn't have the Mire Big, which is in Thieves. There is a possibility he could beat Thieves. Just kind of hypothesizing a little bit. Like, Andy could rack up some dungeons rather quickly after the mitts.
Yeah. His next, Andy kind of needs two things, I guess, right? One, he needs to go get his mitts from the mountain. The other thing is he needs to still beat Moldorm. Not only for us with the dungeon, but also like that's where his mirror is. So he's getting like a little bit losing some efficiency because he doesn't have basically both of these items.
That's right.
Both are one. Yeah. Meanwhile, Mike is though kind of finishing up some of the stuff that he had left behind, or some new explorations. And I was thinking the other thing that maybe Andy is somewhat less like inclined to do to go to Thieves Town. One, because probably number of keys, but also two, like you really want the maiden before you start venturing in there, because you don't really expect a vanilla maiden, right? You kind of expect to go and find her out in the world.
Well, he is narrowing down where she could be. You know, we haven't seen the purple chest spot. There is going to be a blank one that we learned the other day. That's where Zelda would be as a follower, or where she gets shuffled to.
Yeah, the thing is, we haven't seen Hyrule Castle follower because we didn't have the Hyrule Castle big key.
Right.
All right, Andy,
so eventually that'll be.
All right,
he's going to pod. This is, I guess, he's going to try and beat it.
Yeah, I was somewhat expecting him to go to Hera first, but we can go straight back over. All right, Andy, remembering the open route.
Yeah.
We do have 2 keys, so I guess he wants to spend a key. What does he want to
Possibly.
get?
I mean, he knows he's going to be able to save 3, right? So if he does this, I can't believe that worked. I thought it was going to drop.
Yeah. All right, looks like the Mike has gone back to Turtle Rock. So he, with the Smith, is going to go beat Trinex. He cannot beat Trinex. Never mind. We are going to get Crystal Roller.
Yeah.
We don't have the Ice Rod.
But he's going to get that Eastern key that Andy doesn't have. So that's something to keep an eye on, like if we find Eastern. But we are kind of running low on entrance checks. There are a few mirror-locked ones that, you know, I guess Mike could do at this point. Andy not having mirror is not... so he's going to be locked by that, I guess. It is available to him, you know. All he's got to do is beat Hera. That is out of logic. So the game's not really expecting us to be there yet, but we shall see.
Yeah, Mike's gonna also finish up what he can do here in Turtle Rock. I'm trying to remember. Is he gonna just take his keys and go to the front? Like, we haven't seen like roller room, right?
He's gonna have to run through here. No, Andy did do roller room. Andy did all the front.
Oh, right. That's right. He did the shovel. Yeah, I remember the shovel was there. Yeah.
Ah, yes, another bomb door.
Yeah, Mike's like, just whatever. He's just like, just give me a starting bomb. 10-pack.
Yo, starting
or,
bombs?
Whatever. Yeah.
It's the 2018 main tournament all over again.
That's right. 10 bombs. Go for Uncle.
Andy gonna have to get some bombs out here.
That's right.
Since he still has the pseudo boots. Now that is a bomb door, so it is what we call a suction door. If Andy were to get hit into that suction hitbox, we'll call it, it'll just pull him right out of the boss fight and he'll have to go right back in and start over from scratch. But with one hit to go, I think he's okay. Ooh, that's a little scary. Yeah, you saw the sigh of relief there as Mike pulls his shovel as well now from front of escape. He's doing a thing, gonna decide not to save and quit. Andy gets a spunk key, that's Skull Woods.
I think Andy has had his hand permanently pressed down on the left button just to make sure he can possibly avoid the door.
Trying to think this through. Can beat Aga. Looking at Andy's dungeon counter here. Can beat Aga. We found Eastern, we could beat that, but we can't count that. So 1-2 with Hera. Swamp is an unknown. We know we can't beat Skull. Thieves is a maybe. And Ice we haven't seen any of. So a whole lot, probably a whole lot of game left to play. You know, this isn't quite like normal CrossKeys.
I wouldn't. Most seeds I think have run over 2 hours. Not probably by too much more. I would say like 210, 220, 220. You know, it's a type of thing. Certainly been some sub 2 hour seeds. Those are usually more of the exception. But yeah, Mike is I think still a good how many dungeons does he have? He has both Agas, Landmost, and Molnorm, right? So it's 4 dungeons. So he still has a good amount of lead or progress that he has made.
Yeah.
And plus he has the mitts, so he has done a lot more exploration than Andy has, which Andy will have to go do. Andy has the mirror, so it's still I would say consider a toss-up. It just feels very bad for Mike because he went all the way to the back of Meyer and he got stopped by, of all things, a bomb door because he ran out of bombs.
I mean, we saw the same thing happen in Andy's last race that we casted with T-Stew having that. Oh, Andy going through the bottom door. I'm not sure if that was a smart idea.
Wow.
I mean, I get why he's... Oh, that...
Oh, we do need the switch hit, so
I guess that's true. So he'll have to do it. You're right. You're right.
It depends if we can actually get through the attic. So we have one more door, I think, that we have to get through. Could be small key locked. If it's small key locked, then we have to come back. But if it's big key locked or bomb locked, which is, I believe, Andy said duck.
Yeah. Goose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm always forgetting. I mean, and that's on me. I'm always forgetting that, you know, we have to go the bottom route. There's no switch to hit in the backside of Thieves Town. So, you know, I'm not thinking ahead enough.
Mike, actually, coming back to Maze Race, I completely forgotten, by the way, that there was a big key here. So he's gonna go get this with purple chest in tow. Nice post-Agolite world, by the way. For some reason, of all places, there's just random blue guard in the middle of the Maze Race because that's where you need security to be.
That's the Skullwood's big.
That's Skull big.
That's making mirror mega required as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
I don't think Andy meant to mirror there. He is not looking super happy about it. So that's giving Mike some time back. So current score, since chat's asking, 4 for Andy and 4 for Mike. But
yeah, Mike, I would
Mike's
still say maybe has a
rack up more points.
Yeah. Like, yeah, he unfortunately couldn't finish Meyer, but he has the option to go back to finish Meyer if he wants to, because he does have bombs now. He has the Skull Big now from Maze Race, so that's another dungeon available to him. More bombs. He's picking up bombs from the shovel. This isn't quite the follower for what it's worth. I think you probably want to see in Thieves Town. Maybe you want to see another one just because if you encounter another follower, like you might want to swap the maiden with that follower. And then it's like, now you got to go all the way back to the basement of Thieves Town. So I think Andy's really you're not always going to pick her up. Don't get me wrong. But you probably just want to try and find that last Thieves Town small key. Good use of the powder on Andy's side. I approve.
The double.
Yes.
Andy about to get his mitts. This is probably gonna give us a reaction.
Oh no.
He's just kind of like,
oh no.
I'm glad the open air there could open the purple chest for us. Thank you, Air. We appreciate it. Mike getting just a piece of heart for that though.
I do think maybe that with these mitts, Andy will finally go to Hera. Because they can check now the Ice Palace entrance, like after Hera. Little does he know, he'll just get the mirror, so he could have done. What was that, by the way, on Bubble Established GT small key?
Yeah, just a GT small. So nothing of major value.
Yeah, I think we're done with GT. Mike is not done with GT. He got to Mario late, so he hasn't done GT right side.
Mike's like, I'm done with GT. I don't have a hammer. It doesn't exist.
Excellent. Oh yeah, okay, right. So Andy was missing mitts and mirror. Now he finally got his mitts. Mike is missing hammer. But again, we may not need hammer.
That's right.
See. But this is something that Andy has now stumbled upon the Meyer area, as you mentioned before. Mike has found this much earlier, but
3 of 7 is rough.
We'll see. Chances are we can make it to the boss. I would like to say, but we may not be able to like full clear.
3. I mean, I don't know.
I don't know. Maybe you're right. We have no idea.
It's got me nervous. It's got me big nervous. Because I would say both run like, ooh, that's a Hera big. So
oh my god!
It's an extra item. Maybe that reminds Andy, hey, Hera's available.
Yeah. We'll be so happy to go see the mirror.
Where was Hera?
Okay.
Let's see. Look at this.
Hera's at capacity upgrade.
That's right. That's right. Mike's gonna get this small key as well. If this is a Thieves Town small, this could be rather large. It's not. It's a swamp one. Gonna need one of those too, I think, from what we've seen.
Yeah. Andy meanwhile picking up the Swamp Big from Ice Palace. Speaking of, another Ice Palace small key here on Library. That is actually pretty good for Mike. I mean, we don't have a hammer on his side, but that definitely ups the chances of being able to finish this dungeon.
We did see another swamp there for Andy. And we're going to continue on here. Going to get 3 bombs in the spike chest. Andy having to spend one of his 2 keys, and now we have a problem.
All right, we'll just go the long way. We can bomb jump things, right?
Yeah, surely
Andy...
we'll be fine here.
Now, yeah, Andy doesn't know this, of course, but the boots were also in the mire area, so like it probably could have made his life a little bit easier if we could hover some things versus like bomb jump. I don't think it necessarily would end up mattering at the end because he has hook shot and he has bombs, but would have made things a little bit nicer. Okay, yeah, we need Mike at this point to go small key to Hera too. Man, Andy really putting off this Hera thing, and then he's gonna be able to go into Hera with the whole package.
Now this is a good play from Mike. He's gonna check this entrance with his mirror. This could be Eastern Palace. And if so,
yeah, excellent point.
I think he's in a very good spot. It is not. It's a connector though. Like, do we know where the other end of that
connector?
Yeah, it is, but do we know where that resolves out? Maybe it's...
No, I don't think... if we saw it, I don't
Floating island, maybe?
Oh, maybe.
Mike also going to be able to check this Graveyard Ledge entrance too, so... Graveyard
Ledge and King's Tomb? Or maybe he already did King's Tomb.
I don't think he has done King's Tomb, so...
Alright, Andy, because he only has 1 small key, I think he has to... Oh, he's probably also going to go through the non-Ice Palace non-Icebreaker route, like the IPPJ route for the Bari. Oh, he only has 1 small key. I don't know how we're going to be able to... I don't know. Can we actually get to the boss?
We'll find out. He could have spent it earlier, but he didn't. So I'm not sure if that was a calculated play or what. But
yeah, he was definitely thinking about it. Like, you know, thought about it a while after he got Ice Big Chest, and then like he didn't want to spend the key to get out, which I think was correct. It's just we don't know what this door is because this has a habit of being key locked. Oh, but it's just open, so we're not worried.
Yeah, but yeah, I guess that's true. So we can still do our stuff. He cannot hover this, so he is gonna have to bomb jump it. Mike now back into GT. This will give him his right side items. We know they're not of any major value. So this is some time back for Andy.
Mike remembering that he can catch the fairy. I think he lost one earlier. Maybe intentionally used it. I'm not sure. Yeah, but yeah, that 4th key that Mike has is gonna save him a lot of time here in Ice Palace. You see Andy doing actually quite a bit of roundabout stuff because he doesn't want to spend this last small key.
Yeah, I don't blame him. You know, all things considered.
Oh yeah. No. I mean, this makes it like you're gonna spend the extra whatever, like 1 to 2 minutes or whatever it is.
So he's going to be able to drop down. The thing is going to be he may not be able to go back up, and that is the case. So we are going to be able to get our dungeon, but we are going to be locked out from that pot key item, which is I think the final one. Unless he managed to get it. Yeah.
No. The compass counter always it says 10 out of 12. So we definitely left something behind, and he got iced tea. So yeah, many pots is hopefully not important.
That's what we call a potential pivotal moment here on this channel. So something to keep an eye on when Mike finds a hammer or just makes the trip in there, since he has a lot more available to him. Andy down a little low on some health. I think a hug. No, but a hug would hurt him.
All right.
I think he's okay. He is back to GT for Mike. I'm not sure what he left for, but
there's a small key on the torch that we ended up getting.
If you did forget about that, went back for it. That makes sense. What's that too? It's Meyer.
Meyer.
We love Meyer.
I think Mike is happy at this point if we see nothing more from Meyer. Like I don't know if he wants to go back to that dungeon or be reminded of what's happened.
Andy's about to get his real boots.
I was just in Ice Palace.
Then there's no other major entrances here that are worthwhile. Mike gonna grab the locksmith. He is now stuck with us forever until we have another follower. Even if you use him to get into GT,
sadly,
he'll stay with you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this is great for Mike.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
So Andy's kind of on I'd say a timer, a big timer now. It's still fairly close, but there's several things Mike has done in the overworld that Andy has not.
Yeah, like Mike's not gonna have to go into all of the no, sorry, not Mike. Andy has to go do all the boost lock locations, right?
Yeah.
Mike is, and exactly, yeah. I would think that's probably Andy's. Almost talked to the snitch with the hammer dash. Yeah, I would think that Andy, hopefully now with the Hera big and the Hera small and the mitts, like he'll go over to Hera. Maybe Andy just has a bit more cleanup he wants to do here in the village, since we're just kind of here, and the flute spot shuffles aren't necessarily the most convenient in order to get back here.
All right, so we finally found Desert Right, and that's useless, so that's hammer lock. We do have the hammer pegs over here that Andy's about to do, and that might lead us to, by process of elimination, unless it's behind Eastern? Like TR. Yeah, this might be Eastern.
We do have GT entrance.
That's true. That's true.
That's something.
The odds are getting higher. This is Eastern, and it is.
Oh yeah, and it's Eastern. Yeah, so we got 3 out of 4 keys. I would say there's a high likelihood that Andy can finish like the whole dungeon. Now he doesn't have all 4, as you said, because we don't have the one from Crystal Roller that Mike has.
Right.
But chances are it's like the map. It's like one of the map chest doors is like a small key door, and you can maybe avoid it, so you can save it. Get a little bit of free scouting. That door that leads to Big Key Chest Room is a bomb lock door.
Right, so
and it's a small key door.
Yeah, he's wincing a bit there. Got to deal with that. So maybe, like you said, maybe he could save one here. It looks like Mike is going to go do the TR hammer peg puzzle. That's a key door there. Now,
if he does... Yeah, I think we're good. Right, there's 2 key doors, so you only need one of them.
Okay.
Yeah, so
that's swamp small.
Okay. All right, so another...
Up to what, 4 of those bad boys?
Yeah, looks like it. And he's drained the dam already. I don't think he's found swamp.
He has not, because it is behind the mirror.
Right. That's right. Yeah.
Mike, meanwhile, up on Dark Mountain, doing
Dark Mountain things?
Several things. Yeah, Dark Mountain things, but this is also going to let him open GT with our favorite little band.
We found all our dungeons? We have, right?
I am confirming that as you say it, and I believe we have, actually. Okay. So I don't think this could be maybe like Bumper Cave or something, or maybe Spike Cave. Ice Rod Cave, I think, is still available.
Okay.
Unless I missed that in transition here, but yeah, it looks like it's Bumper Cave.
Bumper Cave, yeah, good call. Mike is thinking. I don't know if we've seen the other end yet.
What's Andy getting here? That's another swamp small in Eastern. That is a lot of Swamp Palace small keys. I know we were in there on Mike's side. I just cannot for the life of me remember the total number we needed for it. It might have been.
No, I have no idea.
7. Another Hyrule Castle small, but with no big key. Still no
Yeah, the big key is right now pretty MIA. It hasn't shown up for quite some time. Don't know where the heck that is. We may not need it.
We are in no mode. We do know, I guess, that how to beat all dungeons that are required at this point.
Yeah, so for Mike to beat TR, he needs the ice draw from the back of Pod, which he has the hammer now, which he might be willing to go back in or go.
Yeah, because he can beat it. He 100. He doesn't. Maybe he doesn't know for a fact, but he 100% can beat this dungeon or that dungeon. I think he could beat this dungeon too. Like we saw Andy do it, so there's no reason that he can't. I think if Andy gets the mirror soon, he's in a really good spot, but he's on a timer. Mike's got a bit of a lead, I would say, but it is dwindling.
Yeah, having the mirror is pretty big, and Mike, I mean, what does he need left? So he can beat Pod. He has to go find Eastern, which he can beat.
Like Andy's probably tempted to check these entrances versus going to Hera, like we've talked about, and beating it for that mirror, because of, you know, we do have the opportunity for him to find Swamp.
Yeah, I think also Andy is probably trying to look for that last Easttown small key, so he can hopefully not go back to the basement. Now I'm just wondering, so what does Andy, I guess, like, need to do? He has not found Meyer?
Yeah, Meyer is at the Ice Palace entrance. So if he were to go to Hera, I mean, he at that point is just ready to rock. But this is actually going to cost him a bit of time. I think this is completely skippable, you know, based on what we know. But he's going to spend a good bit of time here on left side GT. He'll get a lot of items, though. Just probably no value.
Yeah. Yeah. From his perspective, we might be able to find like another bow or maybe another sword. Like we are still.
The mirror could be here.
Oh, yeah, the mirror, 100%.
Yeah, in his viewpoint. So
we're also going to see, by the way, Mike's going to gain a good amount of time in Ice Palace because he has 2 extra keys, so he doesn't have to. I don't think he has to do anything. Like he can just full clear the dungeon. Like he doesn't do any shenanigans of going over the right side and then mirroring out and then going back to the left side and then.
Yeah.
You know, going back up and having to skip mini pots. Alright, Andy's gonna probably looks like he's gonna skip the map chest for now. Maybe you want to see in this case how many more keys we have potentially left to spend. He really wants to get to Rando Room. Which Rando Room can still be open. It's just that, if this is a small key door, we do not want to be in a position where we, gave up 4 items for 1.
That's exactly what it is. And that's another Swamp Small. Holy cow! Maybe that is required.
Key door.
Wow.
We need a lot more keys for GT.
Wowie wow.
All right, Andy, are you gonna go to Hera and Meyer now? Yeah, also keep in mind, like Mike, he, as you said, I think right now Mike still has an advantage because like he has Aga Tower done as well. He's gonna beat Ice momentarily. Looking like he's probably intentionally skipping some things because again, he might feel a little bit bad about what happened to Meyer.
Now, I think by skipping this, he skipped at least 1 Swamp Small. I could be misremembering what we found because I know I thought there were 2 in here.
Yeah. No, I think you're right. You're right.
But he did get 1.
Did he get map chest? He definitely got the big key to Swamp, which was in the big key chest.
Is Mike Giscoma, chat asks, or Jamo's asking? Maybe actually. Depends on Swamp.
He can probably beat Swamp, yeah. So he can beat Pod. So okay. Let's take some counting. So he can beat Meyer with this. So this is 6. He can beat Skull, probably 7.
Pod would be 8.
Swamp
and then that would
9.
also open up TR for 9.
Oh, we're gonna try.
Yeah, here we go.
Alright, it's 4 out of 7 keys, so maybe we skip left side. We have enough keys to get to the back. And that capacity upgrade location in like Lake Hylia Islands. I think maybe what Andy wants to try and do is try to combine that with the mirror so we can get that later. But
Yeah.
that is unfortunately not how it's going.
Yeah, sometimes when you want to bundle a package together, it can burn you, which might be the case. Yeah, Mike's just going straight to the back here. That is a bomb door, so I think he's okay.
Yeah, this hopefully he has a big key as well, so I think there aren't enough key doors to stop him.
Andy going to the Dark Mountain now to check a few more entrances up here. Mike getting 2 more items, nothing of value, but up to 14 hearts. That's a small key to Thieves Town. Ooh. That's a valuable key right now. That makes Mike's life a lot easier.
Yeah, I think that means he can beat Thieves Town for sure, right? We just need one more small key.
There's the big key requirement here. And then one of the small keys definitely not needed, as we see in the middle. And then yeah, so Mike's going to be able to clear Swamp. This is really good for Mike. I think this brings that counter on up to 6 once he beats this.
And he's gonna pick up the last swamp small, I think? Ice Palace small. Okay, that's right. Yeah, would have been probably nice to have when he was first doing Ice Palace.
The other advantage Mike has going for him is that he's untempered.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a weird. I guess Andy goes to like once he does this, he'll probably go in and go to Meyer, because he hasn't seen this entrance yet. Mike finishing off Argus though, very solid fight there.
All right.
That was
Andy,
a very chaotic lobby, but he got it done.
I thought he was just gonna get sucked in that open door for the key door because that happens so often. But Andy's Harapot was very smooth. All right, Mike left behind a heart piece. Excuse me. Nothing to get excited about. Yeah, but hopefully Andy doesn't feel again too bad once he beats this Moldorm. This Moldorm had a pretty valuable mirror.
All right, Skull Woods. I think this was one Telethar in chat was saying that is a maybe for Mike, but we'll see. He's got 1 key and a prayer. It should be, yeah. Like there's no other reason. This is a curtain door, and then if this is a small key door, he's all set. But
yeah,
still not required.
All right, Andy, round 2 with Moldorm.
Oh, he
almost round 3.
He almost went in the middle hole twice. He's scaring us. Let's watch Mike's side. Mike's fighting Moth with a tempered sword.
Yeah,
that looks a little more comfy.
Yeah. We're trying.
Andy gets Moldorm done, and Mike is getting a lot of spike damage, but is getting the fight completed. There's the mirror for Andy. He's not thrilled about that.
No, he is unhappy.
He is unhappy.
Yeah, and I think like both sides have certainly not felt the greatest probably about the seed. Mike probably with this Meyer incident in that he ran out of bombs before the very last door of the boss, and then Andy could have gotten the mitts earlier, could have gotten the mirror earlier.
So looking here, let's see. Andy's at 7. He'll be at 8 if he beats this. And then he could do Eka Tower to give him 9, but then he needs Swamp, which he can do. The question begs, like, do you just full throttle go mode these dungeons and hope? Because you're on Master Sword. It's easy for me to ask that because, like, we're sitting here and, you know, there's a tempered sword available and he is probably not getting it. Now, I take that back. He is checking items.
Yeah, Mike also is going to pod.
This will get his Ice Rod.
Yeah, but I kind of expected him just to... Oh, maybe we didn't have a flute spot to 8. Never mind. I understand now. I was like, why didn't you just take the whirlpool like everybody else does? And yeah, we probably couldn't get here fast enough. Yeah, so Mike is definitely making progress. Eastern is somewhat of an unknown to him because he doesn't know where it is as a hammer pegs, as we saw on Andy's side. But he may not need it. Like he can probably beat these. He knows where the maiden is. He'll just go back and get her in the vanilla location. And then once he picks his ice rod, he can beat TR.
Well, Telethar in chat's hypothesizing, and I think that's exactly what's happening. He doesn't need the ice rod. Like, he's operating at full go mode now. So, like, I would say at this point, especially now that I'm understanding that, definitely Mike's race to lose at this stage. I'd say he's going to be done here in the next a few minutes here.
Oh, he needs to be Pod, and he needs to beat Thieves, needs to beat Meyer. So, I mean, like, but yeah, and then he beats Ganon. But yes, he has a path. Andy, meanwhile, his path is unclear. Like, he's gonna beat Meyer now, and then he doesn't know where Swamp is. He doesn't have the Skull Big. He doesn't have, which is at Maze Race. He doesn't know. He doesn't have the Thieves Town Smoky, which is in Swamp. He can beat Aga Tower, so that's at least a dungeon he can do, but it doesn't get him anything like new, right? He still has to make a decision as to where I'm gonna go look next.
Right. This is where these are, like, I'd say really exciting, because it's very... It's close, yet it's also not in some aspects. Like, it can look closer than it is, and it can look further apart than it is. Andy didn't even go for it. What a loser. Andy up to 9 bombs, though. He is.
Yeah, he is
okay.
the one with the right number of bombs. The right number being more than you need, or exactly how many you need. All right, but that is that's helmet down for Mike.
Number 7, I think, right? Is my math wrong? 2, 4, 6, 7.
Oh yeah, I think he did.
It's actually 8.
He has 8. 1, 2.
Yeah, this is
3,
8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, you're right. This is.
You know what? I need to just make a counter. Okay, like that's clearly what has to happen here.
All right, back to Meyer for Mike. Yeah, back to Meyer, and then we can, and then back to Thieves. Just have to go get.
This is 8 for Andy too, but he's got to find Swamp.
Yeah, he has to do a bit more searching. Like, if Andy were in go mode, as in he would just beat Castle Tower and then go beat Swamp, let's say, or go beat Thieves, be pretty close, right? Because
he's about to find Swamp right here. If he mirrors, like, if he does left side here and goes straight into the left one, he'll be in Swamp. But I think the dungeons he has to do are longer as well. So I still think Mike's very good, like, well off here, I guess is a way to put it.
Yeah, Mike's already like halfway through Meyer. And then even if Andy just go mode Swamp, he still has to do Castle Tower, which is longer than Thieves.
I mean, that is, unless he does Thieves Town, but I don't think he has enough goodies. Mike does.
Well,
Andy's gonna need another key.
Yeah, so the Thieves Town Smoky is here in Waterfall. If Andy wants to check that, like, Andy might just be, like, he might just be in go mode, because if he thinks he can beat this dungeon and then in the Castle Tower, like, that's it, right? But he's still checking stuff.
Maybe the semi-convenient things, because it would be faster to do Thieves Town.
Oh, actually, yeah, because Andy has not bombed the attic, but he does not have to go get the maiden. So that actually gives you a little bit of time.
Hemorrhaging some time.
Oh, this is
something to watch.
Yeah. If Andy checks Waterfall and has some pretty solid execution, good time save for not picking up the Bombless Medallion.
Yeah, both runners are in an effective go mode. There's just a more efficient one available to Andy if he were to check these chests along the way. And then it becomes very close. Mike now up to 9. Needs one more.
Yeah, this is close. I would still probably give the slight edge to Mike.
I would too, because this Argus fight is kind of long. So now Andy, if he's thinking, is like, okay, he's nodding. All right, we don't have to do Aga Tower. So they're going to be in the same dungeon, but I'm fairly certain Mike is going to be able to get that maiden before Andy gets back there. But it is close. This is one of the nail biters.
Yeah, this is close. And then, as you're kind of seeing also, there's some things that we have to pause for. Right, like we gotta bomb over these floors. Andy hopefully not gonna get sucked in through this bomb door. That would be pretty tragic.
And everything that you see, like Andy, like not having the bomb ready for quick swap because he didn't know, the little bit of stuttering there he had, all of those things are adding up to the problem here, so to speak. And it's close. It's very close.
Super close.
He is going to be able to flute instantly. He has it out, and he'll be able to go up. That's 9 for Andy, so the double 9s.
Dude, are we? I mean, so Andy, Mike is getting the bomb attic now, but I think Andy has the maiden, right?
Andy has the maiden, but he still has to go to the top. So.
Oh yeah. No, you're right. He got locked out.
Man,
yeah.
it's tough.
It is
like
close.
Mike's gonna have to go down and mirror. Andy is just gonna have to go up, mirror, and then boss. So every second counts here.
What are you supposed to do from the maiden cell when you pick her up? Are you supposed to mirror? Are you supposed to run out?
I think because there's a key door in the way that Mike can't go through, he's probably going to have to mirror.
Okay.
But
this is so close, dude.
Yeah, like
oh my gosh, like
I really thought that I really thought that Mike was in a slightly better position than he's in.
Good hellway recovery for Andy. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Dude. Oh, this is tight. So that's right. He has to go around. Yeah.
Is Andy ahead?
Oh my gosh,
Andy's
dude.
Ahead.
I don't know, dude. This looks so close because he's gonna. So Mike's gonna pick the maiden.
I thought it was another key door.
No, Andy. Oh my gosh, dude. Why are you checking this chest?
What if it's some silvers? You
dude,
never know.
This is 1 second, 2 seconds.
Oh my god.
Oh my gosh, 0 seconds.
Now this is unfortunate because.
Oh my gosh.
You know, I don't sync their streams up, but you know, spoilers. But I'd assume they're this close.
This is
like,
so
here we go.
close, man. When they first started, they were like I think they bought it like they started about the same time.
Mike is an absolute madman doing this.
He does not know what's going on.
He clearly thinks
close.
because of the Meyer fiasco he is cooked.
Yeah, exactly. All right, this is when Mike is not on script for a blind.
Oh, no.
This
what's gonna cost him?
Oh my gosh.
You know what? I respect it.
This is for the team.
I do.
This is for Usbo team. Yeah, otherwise he gets kicked off.
Andy let the crystal bounce, and it didn't look like it bounced on Mike's side. So there you go.
Ganon is at Sanctuary location. I remember that. This might also matter. We're gonna flute. Where are you supposed to flute to?
Whatever is up north. 2. Jump.
Looks great. Looks great to me. This is so close though, dude. I think Andy is, at least according to this, is probably like 3 seconds ahead.
Not over. Absolutely
no. Oh no.
So
we have Silverless, Ganon to go fight as well.
Assuming these guys stay on point, we'll have to let you know what happens in the race room. You guys are going to start making me have to make sure I sync these things up perfectly.
No, my gosh, dude. All right, 1-1 is very important. All right, Mike and Andy looking like we're making we're staying on script for Ganon. Mike also somehow has
Mike.
Oh no.
Oh, he got hit. He got hit, and I understand it. It's smarter to take the potion than the death, especially in entrance.
How is he on such little health? Like, he got a full heal from Thieves.
He must have hugged Ganon while we were getting excited. I'm not 100% sure.
Okay, hugged?
So the arrows were in Skull Woods. Oh, Andy getting 2 silverlesses before lighting the torch. That's a really good start. He does get torch glitch. Keep your eyes on Mike. Gonna get it as well, but is gonna have to start this at a lower number, I guess, after the torch glitch.
Yeah.
But also
Andy
behind.
I was gonna say Andy really stepped it up in his end game. Like his, it's been pretty solid.
I wish he'd do this in the league when we're playing on the team. Like, just focus like this the whole time. I wouldn't even have to play. And anyway,
oh, Mike, unfortunately, getting a little bit, couldn't quite get that silverless spin in. Maybe try to poke him, but that is GG's for Andy. What a photo finish.
Wow. What a race.
Holy cow. I was not expecting this type of ending.
Wow.
Oh my gosh, dude. All right, big GG's for Mike as well. I don't think either of them was expecting to be this close, to be honest.
They both probably felt like they were massively behind, but 15, according to the race room, a 15-second difference between
that is like nothing in this.
The two. Holy cow. He flexing it off to the toilet is what chat's saying, and he is gone. Mike and,
how much time do you think the mosaic cost? I think it was more of the Ganon fight. That's probably
so. This is the what if, the whole like scenario of always saying what if. But Mike also had the Meyer thing. The Meyer thing was a much more timely, like costly time sink than anything else, I think, and that's what he's referencing in the race time room when he says lost to a bomb. Like this was his race hands down without that.
Oh yeah. He spent like a good amount of time trying to farm a bomb. I mean, not like anything super significant, probably, upper capped at let's say a minute.
To the back.
Yeah, exactly. Like he went all the way back there, and the problem was he had to go all the way. Like he got all the way to the boss door and got locked out, and so he had to redo the dungeon. That's the costlier part.
Yeah, it's. I hate it. I hate it for Mike because he played this really well.
Yeah. He definitely did. Like his route was good. He got the early sword. He got the early. I mean, it was maybe slightly late to the pearl, about even. But all the things that he ended up getting, maybe except the hammer, was quite good. He didn't need the hammer towards the end. He got the early glove. Was able to be very efficient. He got the early mirror. Was also be very efficient. Ended up clearing like early number of dungeons.
And we have Mike with us. GG's, man.
GG's, Mike.
GG's.
Sorry. You did so well. I mean, you kind of like got bailed out, or maybe just copium bombs in the Meyer bridge chest because you didn't have any for
those
like,
were
the North Door.
False hope.
I know.
Dude,
I'm sorry.
we were hogging so hard when you got the spooky, and then there was a bomb door, and we're like, oh, he's saved with the final bomb, and then I kind of want to throw.
Why were there so many
computer.
bomb doors? Like,
I don't know.
Why did nothing drop bombs? I don't know. I deserve it. Lucky Andy, or unlucky me.
there were a couple things that were like, you had a better overall route. Andy was like first to the hammer by a good bit, but there wasn't a whole terrible lot. Like there wasn't a terrible amount of items behind the hammer, so it was really
hammer was go mode to me. I didn't know I was in go mode, but I was in go mode.
Andy's joined us now as well. GG's.
Hello.
GG's, Andy.
GG's. Yo, guess what my go mode was, Mike?
Pod small?
The mirror.
What the hell?
Yeah, Andy really. We were trying to figure out what he was doing, but he put off Hera forever. And I'm assuming
like,
you were.
I've been burned so many times by like hook hair potting in Hera without any keys. So I was like, I'm not gonna do it until I, get a small key and a big key, I guess. And just all of them were in Ice Palace. And so I was like, okay, I'll make my way to Hera, I guess. after I'm like beating some dungeons on the way. And then I got that mirror and I was like, oh man, I could have had this a long time ago and it would have led me straight to Mitts at some point in the not too distant future.
And I thought I was late.
I once I got the mirror, I was like, come on, Mike, just put me out of my misery, bro.
I guess neither the hammer nor the mirror was super important. Was it? I don't even know.
The mirror led to the mirror Swamp. Obviously led to Swamp.
But also Skull Dig.
So Andy never got Skull Dig and never found Skullwoods because
I never even found the Skull Boss.
Yeah, it's you'd have found that area with Checkerboard if you kept going, but there was no need for you to. You were so late to the mirror, you idiot.
Where was Easton? Was it Quake locked or not?
No, it was Mitts locked at Hammer Pegs.
Yeah, because I could have gone to Easton if I knew where it was, and that would have been much faster than whatever the hell this Thief Town is.
Oh, dude.
I didn't want to risk it. Like, I didn't want to spend 2 minutes going to Hammer Pegs and see it, then Hammer House, and then, I need Quake. So I just went for Thief Town.
We were, at one point we were hypothesizing, like, I respect Mike for doing the mosaic, but at that point you guys on the screen were basically holding hands in the same room. And we were like, oh my God. What happened to me is I ran out of bombs my first time in Mire. And I'm gonna leave because I can't kill the boss probably, because there's probably a bomb door. And then I got 3 bombs on the bridge chest. I'm like, let's go, dude. Guess how many bomb doors there were on the way.
Yup. Okay, so every time I find like a back of dungeon like that, I think I buy like minimum 2 bomb upgrades every one of these seeds, because like I just get owned by bombs so often that I'd rather just not think about it ever. I dropped to like 7 while I was finishing Swamp Palace. I'm like, man, glad I bought both of those upgrades, I guess. But yeah, man, that's there's like what, 4 bomb doors in the bottom of Mire. It was bad.
It was really bad.
We brought it up to Mike when you were pooping or whatever, but the thing that was insane on Mike's side, and it was awesome that he pulled this off. He got those bombs, so he does the sword out hover across the bridge. He gets Spooky to miss a bomb and uses his final one and gets there and gets all the way.
God.
And he gets all the way to the boss door, and it was the most heartbreaking thing to watch after all he went through.
Oh no.
It was pretty tragic. I did feel good the rest of it, like before that, because my opening was pretty strong. Like, I bumped into a sword and a glove before CAC. That sort of escalated things, I think. But yeah, that felt pretty bad.
Yeah, your early game routing really kind of
was that
helped
in
you
High
out.
Cave on okay, so it was literally just like go South Shore, take Dark Connector, get sword and glove for free. Yeah. I was not happy about that sword and glove. that was my second sword. That's how long it took me to go down there.
Yeah.
I actually got my flute from like South Dark Worlds for getting a glove, or that second. Maybe even no, I didn't even have my first sword by then, because I didn't drop down into the back of Escape until after that. Yeah, I also, getting flute early and like saving old man pretty early is like the opposite of my last tournament seed, which was nice. And then I felt pretty good about the hammer as well.
I think the flute loses you time, or me in time.
Yeah, so this time I actually like opened my VOD and took a screenshot of where the flute spots were.
That is a
and then just,
questionable behavior.
Yeah, that's the Telethar taught me to toe the line. All right.
I'm gonna report you to the Tark mods.
Yeah, I had a pretty bad mistake in ice where I couldn't remember if I hit the switch or not. And I like halfway through, I was like, I don't think I hit the switch. And so I like mirrored before the drop down before cold stare.
What? Okay.
Because I didn't have enough small keys to actually get to the boss.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think I played fine.
Lots of doors. Man, I should have bought the bomb upgrade.
Telethar, in fact, in chat was yelling at you to go buy the bomb upgrade.
I know, like
I think there was some all caps of that too. Dot log really quick here.
I'm still learning this mode, right? I only recently, like the last seed I played, learned about the Desert West Twitch door. That's the thing. So I was happy that I could not fall for that this time.
That's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I'd never seen that before, and I was like, I think this block's gonna open that door.
It'd have been even funnier if they just opened the top door.
Only the top door. Yeah.
Good.
That would have been funny. I think I wasted a bunch of time when I got go mode. Like I checked some entrances and stuff, and then like, wait, I should just go beat my dungeons, and I could beat all of the dungeons. Great.
Yeah.
I thought about checking some extra entrances for Skull, but I was like, it's probably gonna be big key locked. There's no point. And then I really didn't want to beat Castle Tower, so I like checked the stuff in the way in Swamp, hoping for a Thieves Mall so that I could open the attic. I got one in the back, so I was like, cool, I get to do that instead of take a Hyrule Castle connector and then do Aga Tower entirely.
So, wait, which one was the other dungeon, or which two dungeons did you not do?
I didn't beat Gull and Castle Tower.
All right.
GT was my first dungeon.
Yeah, I think I did Desert. Yep. I did one dungeon, and then I did Aga 2, and then I did Aga 1 immediately afterwards, almost.
I think TR was maybe my second dungeon. TR was either my second or my third.
Where's Ice Rod?
Backup pod.
See, don't go to backup pod. Like, you need those keys for later.
I got it with 0 small keys, so
he had the big key on his first visit, which allowed him to get it.
Yeah.
I like full cleared it minus maze.
Nice.
With 0 smalls, I think.
That would have been nice.
And then so like also walk into the back, I also could like math out that I only needed 1 small key to beat Elma, and then a second one to get maze.
Well, it was, you know, for a while, I didn't know how this was going to go. And then I thought it was Mike's to lose. And then I don't really have a whole lot of words for this race. It was pretty exciting like watching it down the line. So,
well,
thank you
lose,
guys.
So you were right.
Well, okay, I see what you did there. Now I look like I'm as mean as Solsky.
Thanks, Solsky. No, it was good. You're good at that. You did that. I'm glad it was streamed by you. I'm looking forward to maybe rewatching it tomorrow.
Yeah, thanks for restreaming comms, you guys.
Absolutely, happy to do it. Appreciate you guys.
And Clearmouse.
Clearmouse.
Yes, you're here too.
I am. Hi, Mike. How's it going?
Clearmouse jumping on for Map Rando comms tomorrow too, right?
That is a work in progress.
I need to see if that schedule, if SG actually claimed that race or not.
Considering every race today got claimed by SG, I feel like that'll be the same for tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
who knows?
We'll pirate stream.
God.
Oh man.
Yeah. GG's, Mike. I'm glad this was close, I guess.
Yeah.
I swear I thought I was losing by like 10 minutes when I found
you
that
should
mirror.
have. I'm mad for Mike. It's all that bomb's fault.
Yeah. The bomb lost me like 30 minutes alone.
Oh man. Well, now Mike knows to always buy a bomb upgrade.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how. Yeah, I mean, the better player won here because a better player would have had more bombs, not get tricked by 3 bombs. Bailout.
So Telethar won this race? Like what?
No,
Never mind.
No, it's Telethar's fault that Andy did not get that mirror, I think.
Yeah, Telethar and his dumb Hera strats. Strike again.
I'm pretty sure that's his fault. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, for sure. Mm-hmm.
Well, GG's to both of you. Looking ahead, Mike gonna be playing Sawyer next in this tournament, and Andy moving on to face Iker in the next round. So good luck to both of you.
Yeah, GG. See Mike in the finals, of course.
Sure. Yeah, looking forward to that.
It's possible.
Yeah. Good luck.
Yep.
Good luck. This is fun. Now let's go sleep.
Yep.
Night.
Go
Sleep
night.
well.
Yeah. Good night, Mike.
Claire Mouse, thanks for jumping on. And
Thank you, Nancy, for the invite. As always, a blast. Really appreciate the host.
Absolutely. Again, thanks to the runners. Thank you, chat, for being here. That's going to do it for us today. Y'all have a great rest of your day or start of your day. I don't know. Mike's going to bed. Like, have a good night, one way or another, depending on time zones. But we'll see you guys hopefully back here real soon.